Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am GrandMcLegend, and today we are going to be talking about a tank that I rarely see in the battlefield, to be fair, and that is the Vickers Mbt Mark III. This is a fairly new tank, to be fair. It was released a few months ago, probably about half a year now actually. But yeah, it was released in containers and not once has it been released since. And, well, that makes sense as to why it's never played. There's only 270 odd players playing it right now. Like, I'm sure there's more than 250,000 people that decided to put their life savings on this brand new tank that, well, back in the day was a brand new tank. And, well, why don't you play it? Because I think, well, to be fair, it is a mid vehicle, but it can perform, but it's just not got the DPM, especially for a medium tank. Like, it's just not got the DPM for a medium tank, especially in tier 8. It's sort of like the Cent Mark 5-1, but it's like, well, it's not got the DPM for a medium vehicle. Like, if we take a look at, like, oh, I don't know, well, I don't really have any medium vehicles here. I do have some, but they're all pretty much autoloaders. Okay, AMX-30, for example. Okay, that still has 2,200, but you get my point. It doesn't have the DPM that other tier 8s do. Like, 2,100 with rammer. Like, that is less. In fact, no, that's 2020 DPM for a medium tank in tier 8. And that is just really, really poor, in my opinion. So let's just have a look at this tank. So it has 1,400 hit points, 225mm of turret armor, and 150 on your hull. The turret armor is actually really troll. They do have a weak point, which is the hatch, and that can be penned pretty easily. But overall, the actual turret itself, by all the hatch, is actually a really strong turret indeed. But 150mm of hull armor, well, you can actually get quite a lot of bounces on that as well. It's really troll all over this vehicle, to be fair. 296.5 meters of view range, and you do have a concealment of 43 while stationary, 39 while moving, and 10 upon firing, which is actually alright. 2,126 shit DPM with a 9.03 second reload. This is a medium tank. To 190 APCR pen and then 264 premium APCR pen. Yeah, so you're not going to be penning well with this thing that much because it is loaded with APCR pretty much everywhere. And 65 on your HE. 320 average damage on the standard APCR, 270 on the premium, and 400 on the HE. Only an 80 damage difference between the HE and the standard round, so I wouldn't advise shooting too much of that. 3.4 seconds of aim time, 0.285 dispersion, 8 degrees of gun depression, and a top speed of 57 kilometers an hour. So yeah, it's not the best of vehicles, I'll admit, but it can perform when it wants to. Like, because of the DPM you've got, it doesn't get damage out that easily. And that is probably one of the main reasons you never see this vehicle. Like, you don't go into a battle and see a Vickers Mbt and then be like, oh my god, I'm scared because it has shit tons of DPM. Because it doesn't. Like, you have no reason to be scared of this vehicle because it has nothing for it except the armor it's got, in my opinion. Like, yeah, of course, because no one plays it, you will never really come up against it to be able to know what the weak points are, etc, etc. But in my opinion, it's alright when you play it correctly, which I am not doing right now. But what we are going to do is try and shoot that AMX there. Get a nice fire into him as well, but of course the LT is going to shoot me, and the 110 is hopefully going to take some shots for me because I don't want to be destroyed. We do get a bounce onto the LT-432, which, okay, that's fair. And I'm not going to stay here while I'm on 176 hit points, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to help out with this Tiger here. And we are just going to bully him from behind while this smasher, of course, distracts him. So we are getting some nice rolls into this guy, but you could just see the DPM is just so lacking on this vehicle. Like, it could do so much better with better DPM, do you know what I mean? But what I'm going to do to try and get this AMX is I'm going to go just up here. And he's on the other side of the rock, ain't he? No, he's not. So why can't I see him? There we go. Okay, so we do manage to get rid of the AMX, and we do also have the T49. I believe he's running the derp guns, so he will have a low chance of actually being able to pen us, especially with the armor we've got and the pen he has got. But he could easily clear me in a HE shell, which is pretty annoying if you ask me. So, I do believe there was a tank spotted on the far side of the map on the east side. And I honestly don't know what to do, because there is a T49. There is a GFT there, but I think he's focusing on other people. Which is good, because I don't want to be killed, obviously. Okay, so the T49 is there. And the Comet is camping. Of course he is. So yeah, I mean, it can do well. It's a good tank in the right hands. But in my opinion, the Vickers needs more DPM. Like, of course it does have good armor to some extent if you use that armor. But of course the T22 and the AMX and... well, the T49 should have gone up the hill, but he didn't, which is really annoying. So, of course, we did lose the game because, to be fair, I don't actually know how, because when I thought I left the battle and it was a 5 versus 3, like, okay. But yeah, what we are going to do here on Falls Creek is demonstrate the absolute poor DPM of this vehicle, and the way we are going to do that is going right side. Now, this is probably a really bad idea, because they do have a Iraq 105 Proto, and, oh, that is it. Okay, we might have a couple of tank destroyers coming this way then. But this tank, it just needs a bit of love. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just needs that small bit of love, and then it'll be a fine tank. Like, just give it a bit more DPM, like, reduce the reload by, like, 0.5 seconds or something. 2.1k DPM? 2.1k DPM with rammer is so bad for a tier 8 medium tank. Like, you just need more DPM on this vehicle. Like, it's just so bad. It definitely needs more. But yeah, we have encountered a WZ111 GFT. So how are we going to tackle this guy? Well, what we are going to do is try and not get shot by the 120. But of course he is camping in the most ridiculous spot known to Earth. Why are all the tank destroyers camping? Maybe because they're tank destroyers. Hello, GFT. How does that miss? My aim circle is literally on his lower plate. And of course he shoots me. Okay, so we're going to get a nice roll into you, actually. That was a really nice roll. So we're just going to poke again. And what the hell? Come on. Okay, I'm going to run away at this point because we ain't doing anything here. What happened to their GFT? How is their GFT still alive? Oh, God. Okay, so the 50 TP does kill the 120. But I don't know where their 111 is, which is really annoying because he is a pretty dangerous target with the penetration he has. I think it's like 380 odd millimeters a pen. But yeah, we are just going to try and hunt you down, and that should have penned if I'm honest. But it didn't. Classic wotb RNG. But I have no idea where everything is, and I think this is another loss because... well, nothing's here, and I just can't spot anything. Nothing's spotted, and I just don't know what to do. I mean, I can't really what should we call it? I can't really go against that issue 101 by myself because... Oh, wait, am I not... Oh, I am spotted. We'll get us... Oh, my God. Bounce to Caliban. GG. So, we're going to go and try and shoot you again. And we are actually managing to hit this guy, surprisingly, because of this thing's absolutely appalling penetration. So, he is going to poke again, I know it. This is probably a very bad decision. Actually, no, do you know what? I'm going to go and get this SU, because he is alone. He is a 2-shot, and I really want to kill him. So, we managed to get him to a 1-shot because he was caught off guard. And then what we should be able to do is... Oh my God. Okay. So he is, of course, now a 1-shot. So I'm obviously going to go and rush him. Because... Oh, never mind. The base caps were complete. So, yeah. Very good portrayal of this tank and its absolutely appalling DPM. Obviously, this tank is not the best. Honestly, I think it needs a bit of love. Like, it's not a good tank. I mean... It's okay, but for the people who got it out of the crates, I got it on like my 3rd crate for some reason. Like, that should never have happened. But for those that do have this vehicle and had to get 30 crates for it, yeah, you just wasted your money, bro. Like, I just don't think this is a good vehicle, especially in its current state. Like, I'd just go and play, I don't know, a Centurion 1 or a Cent 5 1 if I had it. Or, I don't know, something that I actually have, like, well, I don't know, a Super Persian, or even a T26E5, like, the MBT is just not a good vehicle, in my opinion, and, well, if you have it, it's understandable why you don't play it, and it's also understandable why there's no one playing it at all, really, so, yeah, that is basically it. The Vickers Mbt Mark III does not get played because it is just a bad vehicle, and, well, prove me otherwise. But yeah, that's basically it on the Vickers, and, well, that is basically it. So if you want to join my Discord server, do consider doing so, as it really... Well, that's the wrong statement. If you want to join my Discord server, do go and join so in the link down below. If you haven't liked or subscribed already, do consider doing so, as it helps me out and so you don't miss future content. Leave a comment down below if you want to find... Well, if you want to see any content that you want requested or anything like that, so do leave your requests in the comments or on the server. And well, if you want to send me your replays, do go and send them to the email or Discord down below. And, well, that is basically it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.